We'll have the latest sports news. Then at 7, The View from Washington in Beyond 100 Days.
The Grenfell fire inquiry reveals the catalogue of problems which led to the tower being engulfed by flames. This is where the blaze started, in flat 16 on the 4th floor near a fridge. The 999 call made by the man who lived there was played at the hearing.
Can you quick, please? Yeah, would you just, I have to get the address. Okay, Glen, flat 16, Greenfield Court, W111TG. The fire brigade are on their way.
The fire claimed 72 lives. The inquiry was told the fire brigade's advice to residents to stay in their flats as it spread was wrong. We'll have the latest from the inquiry also tonight. The teenager found guilty of plotting a terror attack in London with her mother and sister as part of Britain's first all-woman terror cell.
We believe that they were going to attack members of the public at random, using knives with a view to inflicting injury or certainly killing individuals.
At least 38 people have died in Guatemala as a volcano erupts. Hundreds are injured as it continues to spew out rock, ash and mud.
Here in Manchester and across the country, temporary timetables have been brought in. The Transport Secretary calls the ongoing rail crisis totally unacceptable.
And crossing England from Yorkshire, God's own country, to the orchards in Somerset, which county has the strongest identity?
And later in the hour, we'll have Sports Day on the BBC News channel with all the latest reports, results, interviews and features from the BBC Sports Centre.
Good evening and welcome to the BBC News at 6. The catalogue of problems which led to Grenfell Tower being engulfed in flames has been revealed at the official start of the public inquiry into the disaster. The time is just after 6:15. Our top story this evening. The Grenfell fire inquiry reveals the catalogue of problems which led to the tower being engulfed by flames. And still to come, where do local and regional loyalties lie in England? We have a special report on what it means to be English.
Coming up on Sports Day on BBC News, Captain Steph Houghton will miss England's upcoming World Cup qualifier with Russia. She requires surgery on a knee injury. Lucy Bronze will captain the side in her absence.
It's been another difficult day for thousands of rail passengers in the north and southeast of England. There have been yet
examples could see some showery rain at times as we head towards the end of the week, whereas further north should stay more reliably dry. There'll be some spells of sunshine, although always quite cool with some extra cloud close to those North Sea coasts. Sophie.
Ben, thank you. A reminder now of our main story this evening. The Grenfell fire inquiry reveals the catalogue of problems which led to the tower being engulfed by flames. That's it from us. Now on BBC One, we join the BBC's news teams where you are. Bye-bye.
Outside Source doesn't just report a story, it looks at it from every angle. Live data visualizations help us understand what's happening and what it means. Interactive maps take you from a global view right down to street level. Real-time reporting and reaction from social media means you get the latest as we do. And the BBC's unparalleled global expertise allows us to reality check the biggest stories. News for a digital world, Outside Source, with me, Ros Atkins, tonight at 9 on the BBC News Channel.
I'm Rita Ray, I'm a DJ, I'm a music obsessive, I'm a Londoner, and I'm an African. This is where I really feel at home. And I'm constantly amazed that we think we know nothing of the sounds that come from here. It's the wellspring of the blues, of jazz, of rock and roll, They don't call Africa the motherland for nothing.
Africa, a journey into music, continues Friday at 10 on BBC 4.
Hello there, you're watching BBC News. I'm Clive Myrie. Our top stories for you this evening. And the Grenfell fire inquiry has heard that a catalogue of problems led to the tower being engulfed in flames. Experts have been giving details of the combustible materials used in the cladding, non-compliant fire doors and ill-fitting windows, which all helped the flames spread. Transport Secretary Chris Grayling has apologised to rail passengers and staff badly affected by changes to timetables in the north and southeast of England. Labour says he should resign. A teenager has been found guilty of plotting a terror attack in London as part of Britain's first all-female cell pledging allegiance to Islamic State. And at least 38 people have died in Guatemala following the eruption of a volcano. Hundreds have been injured as it continues to spew out rock, ash and mud. Now, in a moment, it'll be time for Sports Day, but first, let's take a look at what else is coming up tonight on BBC News, and we'll bring you the main developments from that first day of evidence at the hearings at the Grenfell inquiry. Our correspondent, Tom Burridge, has been following the day's events. And after a British teenage girl is found guilty of plotting a terror attack in London, we'll be asking and speaking to an expert in the radicalisation of women. That's all coming up just before 7 o'clock here on BBC News. And at 10:40 on the papers, my guests will be Laura Hughes, the political correspondent at the Financial Times, and Henry Zeffman, the political correspondent at the Times. So stay with us for all that. Now, though, it's Sports Day.